Hey, what's up, Falls?
Yo, I was watching the movies that made us today.
I watched that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I absolutely want to watch RoboCop again. I forgot how much I love that movie. Can't wait to watch it again.
I love the classic, man. Classic is great.
Hey, Strawberry King. You know which episode of the movies that made us? I did not watch.
The scary ones?
All the scary ones.
I'm gonna drop a megaton on the listeners a little bit later about you, my friend. You already know what it is.
I know. Wait, Asterisk, I did see the Aliens one. It was hard not to, I had to see the Aliens episode. But Freddy Krueger and all the rest of them, they can have that.
I didn't realize that there was no blood in the Halloween movies. I was like so young when those came out that or when the first one came out anyway, that I didn't realize I was so scared and there was no blood in it. So
It's funny how gory things are now versus back then, but I feel like things back then were way scarier.
Very, very scary.
It's more practical effects, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
They more than made up for it with Friday the 13th, though. Oh my gosh, dude, that was crazy.
Yo, what's up, Ram?
What up, Ram?
What up, dude? What's up, Bram? You guys ready for this?
Yeah. Ian, I saw you doing your stream, getting ready for the sculpt off yesterday. Popped up on my Twitter feed.
Nice. Yeah, I thought I would kind of give some of my own personal tips and tricks, stuff I did last year that I plan on doing this year, things I thought might help out, especially
nothing's better than your anime brush,
right? You gotta like the anime brush.
You know what I like even better than your anime brush? Bradley's timing on a story. He knows how to just come in and just take all the steam out of your story. Did that to me earlier, and he just did it to you.
No one knows what you're talking about.
Oh no, they know.
Hi everyone, welcome to the stream tonight. Hopefully everyone had a great week. How are you, Ian?
I'm doing really good, man. Doing good. How about you?
Cool, good. I'm blessed. I'm good. Mike, how are you?
What's up, Dream Killer? I'm good too. I'm good also.
I love, every once in a while, killing a dream or two is not there. The one that kills the dreams, enjoy killing the dreams the most.
Yeah. I think that's a quote from Dune, actually.
Awesome. So, welcome everyone as we continue our anime project this week. That's not Wolverine anime.
No, I'm getting ready. I was just messing around. Let me get this out of here.
He's showing off right now.
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
Ian, like
no.
he's like, I'm just doing Wolverine. I'm just warming up.
I'm going to anime Wolverine today. Is the deal. All right. Yeah, don't mind
So-
me, guys.
And I think last week we were like, you're gonna save any progress that you're gonna do on the days that we stream. So normally we'll go around and talk about what we did throughout the week. But I think I didn't do anything this week. Mike, did you do anything this week?
Nope.
Ian, did you do anything this week?
I just added simple hair block out. That's it.
Okay.
It's the only difference. It was bothering me, so I did it. But outside
Awesome.
of that, nope, I didn't really do anything else since then. We're still.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything. Oh, I watched Kira with Bradley, so I'm in the
Yeah.
mood. I'm totally in the mood.
We
Nice,
did.
nice.
So pencils up, guys. Pencils up. We can start our stream.
Nice, man,
Alright.
nice. Alright. I think today I'm gonna be fixing her face.
Defense.
Fix the face.
What's up, MJ?
What's up, MJ?
Hey MJ, how you doing?
I am going to say Z. How are you? Because I can't say that name. Anime Brush was awesome. Ian, if the Anime Brush was awesome.
Heck yeah.
So Mike, I had the privilege of joining Ian's stream on Sunday, and I asked him to make a muscle brush and an anime brush, and he did a cool thing, and he took one of his models and turned it all into a pieces of his model into insert message.
Oh, nice. That's what's up, man.
That's how you have to do it.
That's how you do it.
Just real quick. That means anybody can do it, though. If I did it, that means anybody can do it.
Not necessarily true, at all.
Yep.
We don't mess around. We only bring on people that can do stuff that nobody else can do. So
All right.
now,
Oh,
now who's a dream crusher?
Yeah.
Me. That's who.
So Mike, what are you working on?
I'm gonna be doing some Akira stuff.
Okay.
So I started blocking out the bike last week. This week I'm going to. Oh no! It's just told me my file is corrupt. No.
Oh, no.
That's weak.
And we move on. Yes. What are you working on?
Right now, I'm doing the face of Nana's character.
Nana's the character?
Yeah. So.
Would that be the ill Nana? Bradley knows what I'm
Wow.
talking about. That's a throwback. That's a throwback.
Wow.
Who's the ill Nana?
Wow.
Come on. You know who that is.
That's real 90s. You did that. You did
It's
that.
very 90s. I'm
You
an
did
old
that,
man.
yeah.
You know, I do it.
You did do that. No one asks questions of what that is. All right. MJ says he's doing good and he's preparing for the sculpt off. Good luck to you.
Nice, man. Nice.
Nice. Akira.
You also participating in the sculpt off?
I am, yep.
See, that's when you got somebody that's real confident. He's like, not only am I participating, I'll show you guys how to participate.
Well, not for nothing. I did not know that you couldn't run you had to run like the stock vanilla thing or else you get disqualified. Like that's something that Ian taught me.
Yeah, you gotta. Don't bring in any of those custom brushes.
No custom brushes.
Like
I
custom
think
brushes
what
or custom? Could you have your custom UI?
You can't have anything that adds geometry. You can have a custom UI. I think just a lot of people who do custom UIs, we get. I mean, me personally, speaking from experience, I build I bring in all these different brushes I like to use, and then I build my UI around what I use the most. And I don't use a lot of stock vanilla ZBrush stuff in my day-to-day job. So I have stylized brushes and stuff that I've purchased, and. Yeah. While the rules basically say don't use anything that adds or modifies geometry in any way, I think it's just best that if you're not sure, just run stock. Like you could do everything, with what ZBrush gives you and then some. But for me, it's like, yeah, I'd rather I play on the side of caution. but it's a really weird, interesting rule the way it's worded.
Mhm.
MJ says they said that you can have custom brushes, just not IMM.
Okay, I guess that's to cheat, right? Because you only have so much amount of time.
Yeah, you can kit
Yeah.
bash stuff
you,
in.
you could have a whole IMM of your model if you wanted to, probably.
Right. Yeah. So.
Oh, so that means that Happy Trails is completely legal.
I guess, yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, hey man, if you want to risk it.
I don't want to live on a planet where it's illegal.
Yeah, like later we have the witchery that happens with Mike's Happy Trails brush is like witchcraft.
I don't know about all that.
Dude, I tried recreating Happy Trails after looking at it and having the brush to see if I could recreate it. I couldn't.
What? I'll tell you what. If I had to recreate it right now, I probably couldn't. I had our friend Brad Grotman help me figure it out that one day.
That's some witchery.
By help me figure it out, I mean he made it and I came up with a snappy name. So it was like a 50-50 kind of relationship.
Super producer Mike. Super producer,
yeah, exactly.
Hi Mari Cat, welcome to the stream.
Hey Mari Cat. I had a much better name than his.
Is that light box that you're using to bring in and out your reference?
Yes. Yeah. I've just brought in a texture. You can bring in any image, JPEG, PNG, PSD. And what I did was I just brought it in as a texture, so it brings it in the light box. And then spotlight projection, sometimes your brushes won't work with that turned on. So if you're using it like I am, where you kind of overlay the model to it, you just go to brush and then you go to auto masking. Sorry, not auto masking. Where are you? Modifiers. No, it's somewhere. Now I forgot. Anyway, you turn off. Where are we? Jesus. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. We'll get there. Samples, spotlight. There we go. So brush, samples, spotlight projection. You can turn that off, and then that helps. So if you find your stuff isn't working, but I do that because it's easier, in my opinion, than putting in a plain surface, than bringing a texture map in and then pushing in the back, and I can just overlay it, and it's a lot easier.
I do the super cheesy way. I have two pure refs, one that I do that's overlay, that's on top, and then another pure ref I open, I put it in the back, and I do see-through.
Dude, I think a lot of people forgot about see-through. I started using it more and more.
Yeah.
That way I can like stack up multiple references on a pure ref and circle it around in the back and just like see through.
Yeah, that's a really good way to do it for sure.
And I'm pretty sure, you've already come up with your idea for the sculpt off. Not going to ask you about it, but you want to make sure, as you teach everyone to stray, doing that, like applying that Mamba mentality, letting everybody know, hey, here's how you do it. And Ian shows up and doing the direct opposite with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I already have my character picked up. And I'm pretty confident that not a lot of people are going to pick this character.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you and MJ.
Thanks, man. Thanks. It's going to be fun. MJ's going to kill it.
I hope MJ wins it above everyone else, because he gives me the most hate. But I don't want to add to it. So I want MJ to have all the success.
You wish only the best for your detractors. Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Nice.
MJ.
Very evolved of you.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Let's see, we got a question. How do you set the see-through for pure rep? I've been using master opacity, and I don't think that's all the ways to go. So I don't use the see-through in pure rep. I do the opposite way, so I can show you how I do it. So, for example, you take this. Well, so let's say I will normally have more than one peer ref. So this will be my one that's overlaid. I'll go here, open up a new peer ref. I will make sure on this peer ref, this one is not overlaid. So I have overlay disabled on this one. And I can take my image, open up ZBrush, and then I can do see-through. And I would do it that way. That's how I do it.
That's how you do.
Yeah, that's a really good way.
Let me know if that answered your question, because I know PRF has like an overlay thing, but or a click-through mouse, and like enabling it is cool, but when you want to like get back to yourself, it's a pain.
It's annoying. It's pretty annoying. But you can quickly do it just in the interface down at the bottom. If you just right-click it, you can turn it off. So it's not hard. All right.
IT in the house from B, Mike.
What up, B? See, I shouldn't have been messing around with that Wolverine. I should have been preparing. Came ill-prepared for this class today.
It's all good, man.
Oh, okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Remember, if you have any questions, please ask, and I will pass it over to the guys. Did you watch or do anything of interest this week, MJ? Not MJ, IR. Sorry.
Did I do or watch anything of interest? I bought a project car. I didn't watch anything really
Oh, cool.
too
You got
crazy.
it?
I did get it, yeah. Has a lot of work that needs to get done, but I'm excited for it.
This is the Eclipse.
Yeah. It's the
How's
Eclipse.
How's it looking?
It looks great. I can send you
Mhm.
photos of it later. Right now I need to find a few different parts, which that's always going to be the fun one. I got to find an ignition assembly switch,
Mm-hmm.
and then a head gasket. But outside of that, it's going to be really good, man. I'm excited.
Nice.
At least you got one without a lot of body work.
Yeah, the body's clean. So
Good.
the guy said too he would actually see if he can provide me with some spare parts as he finds them. But we'll see.
Dope.
How about you guys? Do anything fun this week?
I watched a lot of scary movies. Nobody I really like to hang out with. Either Bradley or my girlfriend likes to watch scary movies. So when I get a chance to watch them, it's October. You know what I'm saying? So like, I watch as many as I can while I'm working. So I did that. And yesterday, I actually, is Ram in here? Is Ram the one that always calls you out on it? No, who's the one? Who is it that always calls you out and starts saying the name, Bradley?
MJ. It's always MJ.
It's MJ. So guess what
It's
we
always
watched yesterday?
MJ. It's always
It's MJ. Yesterday we watched. What did we watch, Bradley?
Not saying it. I'm not giving it satisfaction.
We watched the Candyman, son. Bradley watched it, and he was real.
It was actually good.
See,
it was actually good.
See, all that worried, kind of talk he had about watching it, he did fine. Turns
actually
out
good.
that if not Owen Wilson, who's the dude that was in the other movie, Vince Vaughn. Turns out if Vince Vaughn is a serial killer, he can do the most horrible things on screen, and Bradley has no problem with it because it's Vince Vaughn.
That's what we doing.
He was all good with it.
Doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yep.
No comment.
Well, as long as you like the movie.
Yeah, it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't bad.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
There's a question for the group, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if you guys can help be out with this. He's trying to wrap a alpha around a simple subtool. When I UV'd and import my alpha, the surface tool, it doesn't allow me to rotate or adjust them any fixes. Processing that one.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Are you you're wrapping an? I'm assuming you're wrapping the alpha around a object, and I get lost when it comes to the UV and the import my alpha and surface tool. I know Mike did this real. Mike, would your Captain America shield trick help with this? Because my thing is getting the alpha on a round shape. The projection, I think the projection should work, and then you can always recreate or export the normals, create normals off the new tool with the alpha on it. You know what I'm talking about? Your Captain America shield?
Yeah, well, see, he had me until he got to the UV part. Like, just getting the alpha to kind of adhere to the shape of the thing is not the problem. I'm a little confused as to, when I UV and export my alpha in Surface Tool, it doesn't allow me to rotate and adjust them. I would have to see.
Okay, when I import my alpha, he added to it for a little clarification. When I import my alpha in the noisemaker, it doesn't allow me to move it on the X offset, or he's trying to rotate the alpha with noisemaker.
Oh, yeah. I had that problem. Yeah, I had that problem the other day. I don't know why they have the rotation options in noisemaker, because it doesn't really do anything. It definitely didn't do anything for me. What I ended up doing was, if you go to the alpha palette, you have the option to kind of mess around with it, flip and rotate and all that stuff right up here. So, if I had, say I had this square alpha, right? And I wanted to rotate or flip it. If I brought it in and it was upside down, this is where I would do it. So I did have this issue. I had a scale that I was doing on my, I was using it on my, on the cap that Bradley's talking about, and it was upside down. So, I went into Photoshop and flipped it, but you could do it right there as well. Let's see. If you guys want to chime in, I think I'm understanding what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what he wants to rotate the alpha.
Yeah.
Brown. And you can also, and I think if you have a direction, I know it's not as quickly as doing it in ZBrush, but you can make your rotation in Photoshop.
What's that? If you have what now?
I'm sorry?
Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I don't understand.
I don't know. Go rewind the tape later on and listen to it.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Oh dang. Okay. Because I really.
Can't find my tools. There it is. Okay. Zombie.
Or what to? What did I say? What did I say?
Nothing.
What did I say?
No, it's all good. It's okay. It's a family show. Yes, so for this one, when I was doing the little scales for this started as an alpha and noisemaker. And originally when I was using it, no matter what I did, they were upside down or sideways or whatever. So I ended up going into Photoshop and rotating it and then resaving it. But I didn't have to do all that. I could just go into the alpha tool, reload it, and then flip it around and then use that in Noisemaker. So it's like 6 on one hand, half dozen on the other. You know, like Ian was saying last week, there's a million ways to do everything.
Yeah, I think that's a good way too. I was trying to think of it as soon as you started saying your way. I think that's the best way. I like that. I'm gonna have to do it that way.
Thank you. Stage.
He said them scales came out so clean. I was there watching, but had to go before I finished. So good.
Thanks, man. I'm actually going to move on to a character. I don't want to spend 2 shows in a row working on this bike, so I'm just going to get a bevel in here and keep it moving. That's not good.
Mike, are you doing the sculpt off this year as well?
No, I'm doing that pre-show thing that we were talking about last week.
Yeah.
Not doing the sculpt off.
Nice. What about you, Bradley? You doing it? Come on, you're doing it.
I don't like pressure situations.
So you're not doing it. I'm just
Nope.
kidding.
Nope.
Not even for Form Labs? Come
Was
on.
that what
Got
you're giving
one.
away?
I think they have all
away-
sorts of. They got all sorts of stuff they're giving away, man.
I
think
got
they
everything on the list.
He does. He has it all, man.
I got everything on the list.
It's like Richie Rich.
I looked. I tried to look. I looked to see what could incentivize me.
And it was
Keyshot
nothing.
got it.
He's like King Midas. You didn't need
I don't like
anything.
Keyshot anymore.
Really? Why not?
Word?
Cause I guess because the workflow, like I like Blender, Arnold, and Toolbag.
Nice, man. I use Blender.
And
for a
Stager
little
pretty,
bit.
and Stager does a lot that Keyshot does now too. When up my subscription. To Substance.
Oh man.
don't know how to do what you said, MJ. They told me to go look at clips. I don't know how to go look at clips. Oh, Ian, I saw you're on Instagram. Your the model you're working on your stream. I don't know if you want to show it here, but it's coming along really good, man. You're almost done.
Oh man, I feel like I got so much to do. Yeah, I'll show it. It's really cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Any Demon Slayer fans out there for sure. It's a big file. Yeah, it's time to get into cloth anatomy soon.
Wait, cloth anatomy?
Yeah, I got to start like blocking out all the wrinkles, the major forms that, you know, make it do its thing.
Okay.
But yeah, finished blocking out all the major components. But it's time to start moving to to heavy duty cloth details and such. I got to finish building her kimono too.
Nice.
But yeah.
Good, man.
Thanks, man. This is one of those projects that feel like it was taking way too long, and then I added up how long I actually worked on it, and I realized it wasn't that long.
I'm the opposite. I look at stuff and realize that it's been years, and I'm still working on this thing. I should probably move on. Keep it moving.
What's so funny, Ian? This you're gonna like it. B said, "I just realized IR is the Demon Slayer guy I've been watching for a few weeks. Wow." And he went, "Brain equals poof."
Don't worry, I just realized it too, man. So don't worry, we're on the same page.
Nice. I like how we reduced down all our people. Like Eric was the Wolverine guy, Ian is the Demon Slayer guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
All said, "Nice."
Nice. Dude, Bradley, I'm going to be picking up that Extract Pro you were talking about last week.
Oh, cool.
I put it in my cart. I just haven't hit purchase yet because lazy, I guess. But
And then there's like a sale every other week on ArtStation, so.
right, yeah.
You're about to use that to extract these armor pieces. Marco says, "Hello, masters. I'm late. Man, free."
What's going on, man?
What's happening, dude?
Jay said he grabbed the extract pro last week too.
Nice. Alright, let's...
You taking the kids anywhere for Halloween, Ian?
Not this year. We're gonna throw a little, like, just small little family party. Nothing too crazy. Just, my son, he can't get, he's not able to get vaccinated or anything. And
Yeah.
so I figured this year, just rather safe than sorry.
I go with you.
Which is, it's crazy because I'm a huge Halloween guy. I love it this time of year.
Mhm.
But so we're just gonna decorate the house a bunch, watch a bunch of movies, sculpt / carve pumpkins, treat them on candy. It's gonna be good.
Mhm.
But what we'll do is we'll have for those who do come by, like we'll have candy for trick or treaters who come by.
Nice.
You guys do anything problem?
There's a question, UV question. If you have UVs on a mesh, and if you have UVs on a mesh and you add edge loops, does it break the UVs?
It can, yeah.
It can, yes.
It depends on how finicky ZBrush wants to be, but in ZBrush particular, in my experience, when you cut UVs, the moment you change that topology, you can break the UVs as well. So it's best to kind of set the topology as clean and as evenly distributed as possible. That's easy for you to work on and add details. And then UV unwrap. Adding it later could cause complications, but that's my advice.
Or if you dramatically if you're making changes, if you have Maya, you can take your previous mesh with the UVs and pick your new mesh with all the changes yet. You can try to transfer the UVs and see if it errors out. But if you start to mess around with your polygon count or change the UV space, or it starts to stretch weird because you're adding it, it'll mess it up. Another thing you can also do, if you have ZWrap, if you like the UVs that you have, you can duplicate that mesh, make all your changes, and you can ZWrap your UVs that you like back onto the new mallet with the changes. That would also fix it. MJ said last year he set up a Halloween stations in his backyard for his youngest kids and have family at each station to give them candy. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Nice, man.
Well, let me know how it goes. He's going to try the ZWrap.
Nice.
Marco says, I'm still trying to understand UVs in ZBrush, and in Blender, I already handle them fairly, but ZBrush is something else.
That's an understatement. ZBrush is something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even though ZBrush can make UVs and stuff, it's not really. I mean, if you really want to get it done right, you probably should go to a different application.
Agreed.
You make some quick and dirty ones, which is all I do. You know, I don't really mess around with any hardcore UVs.
Yeah, I mean, if you need something quickly, ZBrush is perfect for it. Especially if you're trying to do any type of substance painter, what I really like is getting just some dirty UVs and then decimate it with keep UVs, and then you just bring that super low res model straight into Substance, and you have UVs. You're good to go. But yeah, if you're trying to get for production already, it might be a little bit different.
It's my favorite from doing. I will always make UVs in Maya, but before if you don't have Maya, a really good tool plugin for Blender is Zen UV, which works pretty similar. Because I tried mess around with UVs like vanilla Blender and UV. It was like the cutting was a pain in the butt. Armor pieces. Zero offset. Okay, we got. Marco says, I'm in the process of looking for the best workflow because I do some sculpture, but just thinking about having to export everything to make a decent render gives me a headache. No, you can use KeyShop and say, forget all that.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for decent renders, KeyShot and just bump everything else.
Yeah.
It'll do it.
Yeah.
It does a good job, man. Like, where is it? This? No, it's not. Never mind. Forget it. I thought that was KeyShot. It's not. It's a Bpr. About to lie over here.
All right, about to ask you a challenging question, Mike. When was the last time you used KeyShot?
I used KeyShot not that long ago. I think I had to do like a G.I. Joe thing, and I just needed like a really good clay render to do a paint over. And it did the thing.
Just pull every. What is this?
What are these pieces?
Marco said, yes, I tried it. It does a good job. Yeah. Oh, cool. That one. Nuts. Is it?
This is that moment when you want ZRemesher to do exactly what you want to do, and it's saying nope.
It's not doing it.
No, not quite. We'll make it do it.
Can I feed the algorithm to it? So it's been so good. I got this one polygon messed up, and now I suck at seeing malware.
There we go. It's a little bit better. There we go. Nice.
So,
So,
Ian, what is your favorite Halloween movie for for Halloween season?
every year.
And so you know, I also have a favorite one.
All right. For me, it's Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay.
Favorite. Love it. It's not necessarily Halloween themed, but it's what I think of every time Halloween comes around. I watch it religiously every year. If at least one time, it's always around Halloween. It's just, I think it's the music really too, because the score of that movie just really set the tone for so many horror films to come after it. So I just, yeah.
That's when I tried to watch again, and I feel like it didn't hold up the way it did for me when I first saw it.
Mm-hmm.
He's very creepy, like, and I mean not in a scary way. I mean in like he's pretty much a creep. He's
Oh yeah.
if I was
it's creepy.
Winona Ryder, I'd be like, yo, just this guy.
Yeah,
It's a
no, it's
problem.
creepy, for sure.
Yeah.
You hit the nail right on the head. Keanu Reeves' English accent is just. I mean, I don't think I could do a better job, but come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, no. Be careful. Don't say stuff about Keanu Reeves, man.
Oh, I love him, man. But that's probably just the worst. But I love the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the movie is so great. Like I look past it every time.
Nice.
What's yours, Mike?
Halloween movie. So I have a new one. It's funny. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm pretty sure I'll be watching this every Halloween now. Hubie Halloween on Netflix. And it's not just because I did a movie poster that wasn't used for it, but
Of course
that's
not.
my way. That's my way of throwing a little backhanded compliment. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really good, funny.
Nice, man.
I like dumb Adam Sandler movies, so that's a nice little one. That is my Halloween version of Toy Story, I think.
Awesome. I have two favorites.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ernest Scared Stupid
Of course.
and Hocus Pocus.
See, I would have picked those two for you, actually. I thought you
I
were going to
watch
say the.
I watch those every every October, every Halloween.
I thought you were gonna say something really creepy, like The Grinch That Stole Christmas. I thought it was gonna be one of them, the live action one.
B said, "Have you guys seen the Dracula on Netflix? About 5 episodes, and I believe it's fantastic." I have, and it was really good.
I haven't watched it yet. Is it?
Oh, it's good. It is
Okay.
really, really good.
Yeah, I'll check
Haven't
it out.
Is there a new season coming out for that? Like, it was really good. Sure, I only watched it in the daytime, but it was good.
Of course you did. I don't know, man. I think after watching the Candyman, you're gonna turn over a new leaf. I think I started something for you.
Nope.
We're gonna be
Not-
watching all
nope,
kinds
not
of scary
turn-
movies.
Nope, no the hell we won't.
No, I'm not gonna have you watching Hereditary.
Nah.
soon?
Nah, bruh.
No. Okay. All right, enough of this bike. Let me move on to something else.
You fixed my problem. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you. I want it to be. Mac Pro is like my favorite thing on the planet now.
Oh, come on.
B said Nightmare Before Christmas is his favorite Halloween and Christmas movie. Can't go wrong.
It's
Oh
a good
yeah.
one. It's
I
definitely
saw.
good.
Oh yeah, that was the in the documentary that we saw, the movies that made us. I saw that one. That was really cool too.
Oh, they have that in there?
Yes,
Nice. I didn't finish it yet. I'm on.
I thought Tim Burton like actually directed it, and he didn't. Like he had very little to do with it outside of it being his idea.
Yeah, I'm on Coming to
Yep.
America right now.
She says, "Hey Bradley, what happened last week? Did something happen last week? It happened last week.
What's the brush I'm looking for? Face mesh? Nice hair, dude.
Looks good."
When did they add this hair? Wow, wait.
Oh, last weekend. Oh, yeah. I ended up. I apologize. I should have definitely called you. That's my fault. I ended up not going over there. I will actually be in the area this week coming up. The computer that I had to build the parts didn't come in, so they will be in this weekend coming up. I'm helping a friend water cool his system.
Oh, cool.
You know how everybody has a circle, the guy that does computer stuff? I'm that guy.
Nice, man.
And to say, this funny thing is I forgot until Monday morning. Nah, that was bad on my part for not letting you know. That's my fault. I can do better.
Do better, man.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
No, people stop believing you. That's when, it's really bad. So you guys keep believing. I appreciate that.
You got it, man.
It would be perfect. Ian, I'm the guy that spends like half the time in low poly.
Oh, man. I try to stay as low poly as I can. But I find myself like flowing more towards Dynamesh these days for some reason. But
I
when I
usually
do
use
something,
Dynamesh a lot too.
I find it quicker to just get things blocked out. But yeah, when I'm doing a face like this, I use dynamic a lot, and I'll be pretty low. This is actually a little higher than I'm used to going. This is 200,000, but it's because I was really trying to get these loops to form around the eyes. That was a bit of a struggle, but looks like we got something pretty good.
I mean, Mike made me a believer in Sculptures Pro, so I use that a lot.
I use that at work a lot because, Funko stuff is just super stylized and really low poly. So
Yeah.
I find that I use it for painting a lot. When I was like, well, poly paint, like, if they have just like eyebrows on their head and then like maybe a mouth painted on them. It's like if I do those eyebrows, I just do sculptures.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Okay. I'm going to
Wait.
have Ian, see if you can help me with this.
What's up?
I want, because I'm a big fan of Z-Modeler, I want to create, when I try to extend, oh shit, it worked. Never mind. I quit.
There you go, man. I'll be here all day.
All I needed was, like I said, all I had to do, I just tried doing it and it didn't work. All right? It did not work.
Hey, listen, a simple thank you to Ian would be enough, I think.
Thank you, Ian. Thank
Yeah,
you
you're
for your
welcome,
attention. Because without
No
it,
problem.
maybe you're not setting people up for the sculpt off. Maybe your presence is enough.
See?
That's it. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of me.
Nice.
Scores table, tens.
What happened to my paint? Oh, I'm in the old one. Aha, that's why.
took everything in me this week to not play the Monster Hunter demo that's out on Steam. I don't want to get addicted.
Oh, I didn't know there was a demo out.
Yep, for the new one. Rise? Monster Hunter Rise? Yeah. You dabble in the monster hunting?
I played a little of the first game, and I thought it was pretty cool. But I find myself, if the game feels like it's gonna take a very long time, I have a hard time getting into them. But I feel like when I played that one, I knew it was gonna take a bit, so me and my brother played for a little bit. But I kind of fell off when just got busy with life and stuff. And every time I wanted to go back to it, I was like, I think that's gonna take forever.
And it will.
Yeah.
You made the right call. I only got a copy of Last of Us.
No, you haven't played that one yet?
I have not. I have this thing where I have to play, like, it's scary, so it always has to be daytime, and during the day I'm doing like client work, so it's a hard place to be.
Hey Ian, have you noticed that ever since they updated ZBrush to 0.7, the brushes that normally adhere to the mesh, like if you want to do tubes or hair or whatever, they just randomly shoot out in space?
Yeah, I have noticed that. I've also noticed that, like, when I use Z-Remesher Guide or something similar, or the topology tool a lot, when you draw it out, it's like somewhere in the middle of space.
Yeah. It's like now no matter what I do, it just shoots it off. I don't even know where the hell this is. Like way over there.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I have no idea what's going on. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's a pain. It has something to do with the picker, but it just, all the stuff that used to work fine now doesn't. It just shoots it all over. So I gotta mess around and fix everything every time I want to use something, which sucks.
I feel like every update they do, there's always something that breaks.
Yeah, look at this. Not even anywhere near the model.
It is out there, man. What the heck?
This shit's infuriating, dude. See, if I was doing the sculpt off and this happened, I would start talking shit like right there.
Cue the Snoop Dogg meme.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike will definitely like, man, F this.
And that was the last time Mike ever streamed for Pixelogic.
And then as he walks off, Ian, and fix polygroups.
Exactly. And another thing. Right?
Yeah.
You're
not wrong, man. That's funny. That's the funny part. You're not wrong, man.
You are up.
Be like, Kyle, I'm talking to you. Yeah, could you imagine if you had to do like a whole bunch of hair strands and then you just can't even get them to stick to the damn model?
Yeah, that would be infuriating.
Yeah.
Let's see. B goes. Now it's important. Now, Bradley, it's a very important question. What is your favorite weapon in Monster Hunter, and why is it the Switchblade, the Switch Axe? Actually, it's not. And so any games that have a great sword or a claymore, that is always my weapon of choice. So I use the long sword in Monster Hunter. And B, if you play Monster Hunter, hit me up.
Or if you want to watch the movie with Bradley, he'll watch it with you again.
No, we're not watching that Monster Hunter movie. That movie is garbage.
That's his favorite movie of 2021, 100%. He said it.
Okay, Mike. Monster Hunter are old.
Oh, see, that's a bad
Monster Hunter old.
choice.
Which one? You gotta take a pill. Which one do you take it?
I'll watch Monster Hunter again.
Over old? Oh wow, old is really
Old.
that bad, huh?
Old is. I mean, you were there for it. It's very.
I didn't watch
very-
old. Nope, I have yet to watch old.
Oh wait, you
when you
didn't
told
watch
me
that
it was
yet?
done.
Oh,
Nope.
100%. We're watching that next week. That's going to be our movie we're watching. Yeah, that's happening now. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said.
Damn.
That. Yeah.
Not okay with it.
Well, you know, it's a shame.
If I don't pick up the call, you know why. You're threatening me with M-Lock Shamrock.
With who?
Like, M-Lock. What's his name? M-Lock. What?
What's his name? I'm asking you. What'd you say it was?
If you know the proper saying of his name, you should tell me.
Nah, it's okay. M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan.
Can't do it.
I can't pronounce that name either, so I won't try.
Okay. Mike makes fun first, and he teaches.
I do.
It's
It's
like,
called tough. It's called tough love.
So that's a bicep? That's nice.
I
Look at those water balloons.
I gotta break you down before I build you up. That's how it works. It's like a muscle. All right.
Simon said only charge play is the only correct answer. I will see Simon and I will see B, and we will be playing some Monster Hunter. I'm on Steam. I'll be there all week. Can't wait to see you guys there. Oh. That's how Marines do it. Do you guys have a what's good for today? Any what's good?
I do. I got a what's good.
Nice. Go for it.
So
There you go.
I've connected with this this guy on Instagram. He goes by Ground Affected. If you guys don't know who he is, you got to check him out. He's an amazing painter, and he just connects with 3D artists all the time. If you tag him in something or reach out to him and stuff like that, he just does a lot of really beautiful paintings. He actually painted my painted and sent to me. Let's see if I could go some. If you guys can see this, but my zombie cat.
Oh wow.
That's great.
So it was really, really awesome. This guy's really, really cool. So everybody should definitely go check him out. And yeah, he just does beautiful work. So Ground Affected, really
Very
cool
nice.
dude.
Wait, do a little. Can you bring? I want to see it. Can you bring it up a little closer? The painting that he did.
Yeah. Here, hold on. Let me switch to full screen here, so if you guys can see this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude. Nice.
He really got in there.
Yeah, he really did.
Looks great.
And here's the back too. This is my favorite part.
What?
Look at all those rivets.
Looks great, dude. I like your. I really like your hard surface on the helmet, man. You did your thing on that.
Oh, thanks, man.
Right.
I don't have one. You go ahead.
MJ said you have what good. What's your what's good, MJ? Before I do mine. Crickets, huh? Crickets. Oh, he has a link. Let's see. I so wish I can copy this. I can't copy this. MJ, send it to me on Discord and I can copy the link. See how fast it is. So my what's good today is actually in Blender.
Ooh.
Some Blender stuff today. So really cool tool if anyone has not. Thanks. So if you are a Blender user, and I used to grab Blender as a standalone, and also I used to grab it from Steam, but there is a app called Blender Launcher, and Blender Launcher will download all the builds, stable or experimental and daily builds from blender. And not only that, but it'll move all your add-ons into the next blender. So you don't have to redo your add-ons. So it's really cool too, and it keeps you up to date.
That's really cool.
So that's one. But so Blender in Blender version 2.91 did some really cool things with booleans. If you haven't had a chance to try it. So I know box cutter is a really cool tool, but if you don't have box cutter, and I'm coming from Maya trying to use Blender, so it's kind of challenging for me to wrap my head around box cutter and use it easy. But inside of here, so in order to turn on the Boolean tools inside of Blender, you have to go to Edit, Preferences, Add-on, and type in BOOL, and you'll see something called Bool Tool, and you have to check that to turn it on. So I'm going to add a object in my scene. I'm going to add a cylinder, add mesh, add cylinder. And when you add a tool in Blender, I'm going to add a few more something. I'm going to do 64 there. Change the shading a little bit on here to smooth. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to edit object. Take the top part, and I'm going to just bevel this a little bit. So we have something nice to work with. When you bevel or you use a tool inside of Blender, if you hit your scroll wheel, you can start to add subdivision to that. So added that. Now we're gonna get to the cool part. I'm gonna add another tool. I'm gonna add a box. Use industry standard, so all the Maya shortcuts are working. Scale this down. This over. And if I'm gonna click this tool, and I'm gonna shift and click this tool, and I'm gonna hit Control minus quick Boolean. And if I want to edit this, I can go here. I will go to edit, put it edge, select this edge, select this edge, and I'm going to add a smooth arc here. So this Boolean is applied. And then if I wanted to add another tool, add cylinder here. And if I go to this tool and I go to modifiers and I add a solidify, let me first apply it. Do this, minus, it cuts, but I don't want this one to cut. I want this one to actually be a subtractive. I go to modifier and I go to solidify. Now I can use this to subtract.
That's cool, man.
And that's some quick Boolean. And then if you want to apply all this, you go to your options here, and then you hit apply to everything, and it applies your Booleans. Quick Boolean in Blender.
Nice.
Nice, dude. That's cool.
This is but my real what's good this week is the Radial Overlay filter and the Bpr filters that Ian reminded me of during the stream. Oh, what's that? You gotta show me what that is.
Oh, overlay filter. Yeah, that's Radial Overlay filter is awesome. Here, 1 second. All right. So basically, we were covering ideally how to get like a decent render in ZBrush really, really quickly. And what I was showing people is if you go under render, and you hit your Shift R. Let's actually plop this bad boy over here. So if we open up render and we go to Bpr filters, and you turn on this little white dot, you get these nice little effects that automatically apply when you're doing Bpr or we're doing Bpr rendering. But if you go to filter noise and then you click Radial Overlay, what's really cool, this one's new. I think this one came out 2020. It was one of those that like they brought it in and then I feel like it was quickly forgotten. But if you click it, you get this kind of dark scene and it doesn't really look like it does anything. But if you go and turn the floor on in your scene, and we'll hit perspective here just so you can get a little bit more dynamic. But if you turn on the floor and then you go ahead and keep Radial Overlay on and you go back to render, now you're going to actually get a really like over the top light effect that then what we could do is either adjust the radius or we can go to modifiers and we can adjust how wide that is, what kind of fall off we get. So you can make something have like a really cool like scene that just immediately focuses on your character right out the gate. And now you don't have to worry about like oh, does this light, does this, that. Now you just come in, you can start like stacking on your lights. So you have like a really nice fill light that's set up. And then you can come back in and just combine it with, your typical like rim lights, get something in there, and so just get something really quick that's like, boom, here's your character.
The way that works, you had to have a floor plane. Is that what you were saying? Yeah,
turn on the floor. Because it's a filter that reacts with the environment within ZBrush, and with that floor turned off, like you turn off that floor and then render it, it's there, but it's like it's not really doing anything cool. It's once you turn that floor on, it's almost meant like you have this museum effect where you have your light above your object, and then you can just kind of see it. So yeah, Radial Overlay. It's quick, easy, and since the sculpt off this year is like reimagine a single character, it's like there you go. You want to quickly pop your character into focus? Just turn that on.
That's dope.
That's cool. No, that was there. That's all.
Yep.
Are the repo tools in Blender good? I don't like them, but you can make anything good if it's successful. It's just enough time in it. I love quad raw. You have to pry from my dead hands. It's just me or the Booleans terrible in Maya. They are absolutely, utterly terrible in Maya, and it takes like a whole lot to get them working. Blender's definitely coming. Gaming, what's up, gents? What's up, Blair?
Hello.
It says Shift P to turn on the floor.
Was it Shift what?
Shift P.
Oh. I don't know a whole lot of. It's funny, I don't actually utilize too many ZBrush shortcut keys. I have like my few go-tos, but I find it faster for me to get to the menu quicker on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think the only muscle memory one I have outside of Control Z is Control W to polygroup.
Yeah, we got Control W. I do have Control Shift D, which duplicates your current subtool. I really like that one. But you have to be careful with that, because if you're working with a folder that gets closed and you Control Shift D, it clones your whole folder. So then you have two of the same thing. But like when I'm doing hair or I need to duplicate something quickly, yeah, Control Shift D, boom, it's a great one.
Max Boolean's worse than mine. I don't know. I have not used Max in like years. Thank you. So for answering the question, Max and Maya Booleans are about the same. They both need cleanup work. That is a pain. Yeah, I've been a project that I've been working on. Of course, like I was like messing around with something. I was like, man, I need to just Boolean this, and I learned how to Boolean in Blender, and then I just put pieces inside of Maya, and I like retop it there because you have to pry quad draw from my cold dead hands.
Challenge accepted.
Really, when I die, it'll be in my hands.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take it out. Please.
Thanks, Mike.
Please give your family fair warning. You'd be like, what is he doing?
He's like, I'm prying it.
He told me to do this, you guys. Calm down, kids. Calm down. Your father wanted this from him.
Thanks, Mike.
Go back and listen to the tape, kids. Stop crying. Stop crying right now.
You needed this to happen.
Yikes.
See you there. MJ also auto glitch. MJ said also auto glitch, but if you have ZBrush active and you try to use the Windows snapping tool hotkey to get a screen grab, Shift Windows S key, then ZBrush will try to mirror and weld for active subtool.
Nice.
My workaround to that, I changed my print screen button to the snipping tool, and you just use that, and it won't do that anymore.
I think I use Light Shot, it's called. And you can just set that to be your print screen, and then you can just quickly save something out real fast.
That's the one I use.
Where do they store? Where does the Light Shot? I got aggravated because I didn't know where Light Shot was storing the files.
You could set it up to store at a specific location, but the way mine worked is when I hit print screen and then drag out a spot, it actually pops up a little menu, and there's a little floppy disk icon. You just click on that, and then you choose where you want to save it. I think that's default.
Now when I use the snipping tool in Windows, it goes to like a little dashboard thing, the notification section, and I have to click that, then open it.
Yeah, the snipping tool's not my favorite.
He says that you have to try quad draw from his hands too. Appreciate that. Down the hill with me.
All right. I
Hey,
have
man.
a whole lot of angry families with me. Real.
Mike just showing up at everybody's house. You the quad draw?
Exactly.
Quad draw? That's you? Mine.
Told me.
Don't challenge Mike. Don't challenge Mike.
Whatever gets the job done, man.
These big armor plates on both hands. What do you guys have planned this weekend?
Work.
Yeah, same.
Yep. Same. Same.
Yeah, usually I don't have to work on weekends too much, but it's crunch time.
Yeah, I'm in that feast part of the year. Everybody wants everything at the same time. Oops. Of course.
Doing so much hard surface. I need to like do a hotkey for dynamic on and on. Casey said, "Don't sound so excited for the weekend."
Yeah, that's right.
Is it really the
It's
weekend
a
when you're working?
party. It's a party.
When you're working, it's not really the weekend, I don't think.
Who wants to get some? It's a party.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to finding out I should. I gotta get some hours in. But people need them toys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas around the corner.
Yo.
And what you have to do is, come Christmas time, let me know which ones you worked on, and I will purchase them for my children to support the cause. I will only buy the ones that you worked on.
Let's hope the ones I work on actually get released on time.
That just means I keep more money in my pocket.
There you go.
I will only buy the ones you worked on. If you didn't work on it, I'm not buying it. I didn't ask if my kids were into it. None of that. If you didn't work on it, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Because when they said, like, Ian, the one you worked on didn't sell. I know one person that bought it.
Yeah. I'll point you in his direction. This guy. No, honestly,
New season of Young. Oh, I'm sorry, we have a comment coming. Go ahead, Ian.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. I was just gonna say no. I mean, like, it's just crazy how like you love doing what you're doing every day, right? But then, like, I feel like this week has just been on overload, so it's always weird when you're like tired, but yet you still want to like really push and you want to still put your best foot forward. But sometimes it feels like just, man, I just need one day. Wait a minute, go ahead.
A comment that came in. New season of Young Justice slated for November 17th on HBO Max.
Man, I'm
Really
glad
now?
I'm glad I hung in there and finished it, because I was like, that last season seemed like it was the never-ending episodes, man.
Some loss. Young Justice ended on like a cliffhanger, and then it came back like many years later, right? The cartoon.
Why you
Well, yeah,
say
like because it like I remember Young Justice when it came on. It had like original slate of episode. Then a couple years later, it did a continuation of like I think they stopped when all the Justice League got taken over or disappeared, and then they came back, aired some stuff that I wasn't interested in, and then I didn't see that part.
Did you watch it when it was on the DC Unlimited? What was that thing they had? The DC
No, I didn't.
service.
I didn't.
Yeah, so you missed quite a bit. You got a lot to catch up on.
Okay.
But this
Really?
last season, like a lot of the people you're used to are grown up now and they're team leaders. But they went through like some business this season.
The invasion arc. So did I watch the invasion arc? I need to look. I didn't know they had.
I don't think you did. Did you watch the Markovia stuff? I think it's Markovia.
Okay, so B says season 2 ended and went on hiatus for a while. Then season 3 came out a few years later. Yes, so the few years later, I started watching, I think, season 3, and I didn't finish season 3. So season 4 is coming. Yes, when Blue Beetle became like, it was a lot of, when I started watching it, Blue Beetle was like a big part of it. I didn't finish it. Like season 3 part, I didn't finish it. I started watching, I didn't. So maybe I gotta watch that. Is it all on HBO Max?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All the stuff that used to only be on the streaming, whatever that DC thing was called, now it's on HBO Max.
had another one like that. Season 3 was with Black Lightning. Oh, I gotta watch that. You watched all of them, Mike? Or
Yeah,
no?
I just finished them. They were just like 27 episodes or something, man. It's a lot.
Crazy.
It's good, but it's a lot. I kept thinking to myself, okay, I just got like an episode left. No? 5 more? Okay.
Okay, it's doing it again, guys. Now you can't make fun of me. It's not doing it. It's not treating. It's not treating.
It's not doing it.
Now it's doing it. I hate it. Whatever.
Titans is my thing, by the way. So I like Young Justice, but Titans is 100% that's my joint right there.
Nice.
Very good.
What about Doom Patrol?
I'm not a fan. I mean, I watch it, but I think it's silly.
First watch?
I'm not feeling it. It's just me.
I can't comment.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. I just I was never a big DC fan growing up,
Yeah.
so I never really got into that.
Oh shoot, Mike, we can watch Dune on Friday. On HBO Max.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Ian, thank you again we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Yeah, man, I love it, dude. This is cool. I was actually just gonna say too. I had this thought about anime heads. If anybody's interested in something to look out for that I used to struggle with a lot, but and that is right here on the side of the head. I'm just gonna use a damn standard to point it out. This right here has always been the hardest thing. So if you're trying to do anime heads, I find that you have to ignore traditional anatomy, and you have to like block in where those cheeks and stuff would normally be, but then you have to think of the face almost as flat, but that kind of also is more like a cone shape. So what I mean by that is that the face itself, when you look at it, it has to read true 2D anime, so you have to have that silhouette. And when you turn it, then you kind of need that depth a bit, just like the Git. So to really be successful at that, focus on getting the shape of the face, and then once you get the shape right, you have to start basically manipulating the depth. So this area right here has to be really flat. So just think of it kind of like a flat face. It's like it's round, and then it shoots straight back, and that will really that'll help give that effect because it's all about those shadow placements. And sometimes I feel like this takes me longer to get this head than like a traditional head. So just a little tip if you're trying to do anime heads. But yeah, man.
Well, you don't have that one person that shows up and says, "But where's your anatomy?"
No, man, no. Actually, most people who are like, "Oh, you're sculpting anime," I've tried that. It doesn't look good. Or you get a lot more of the other side. Like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I think inherently most people understand that anime is hard. And it's like there's so little information, but there's a lot there. And so I find when I was trying to, like, I'm trying to still obviously get better at it, but when I was first attempting it, I was just failing miserably because I had this like super spherical head and I could never get certain aspects right. And the more I started studying it, the more I realized like they rely on very sharp plane changes to get that effect. But then they also focus on like softening those plane changes. So like I'll take the trim dynamic, right? And then I'll start blending that back in. And as long as I don't mess with that silhouette, you get like a nice little fall off, but as long as you don't mess with that silhouette, it starts coming together. But yeah. But
If I'm quiet tonight, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to play catch up with you two on a character because like you're really far along with your guys, and I got to get something done here. The second week is where I usually start to get a little nervous, Ian, because I feel like the clock is ticking, and I haven't got anything done. So
you're doing great, Mike.
Thanks, man.
I believe in you.
That's all I needed. No, Bradley, it's too late for you. No.
I don't say shit.
Needed Ian to give me that attaboy.
Just quit.
You got it, man. You got it.
No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Bradley. You too.
I take away my encouragement. Fail, Mike. Fail.
Nice.
Fail hard.
That's what I need. Now I'm gonna succeed just to spite you.
I know.
Really,
your spike sculpting game is hardcore, man.
Oh my gosh, dude! Don't mess with it. So Ian, I have this thing called the Spite Sculpt, where when one of my friends tells me I can't do this thing,
Oh yeah.
I go so hard in the paint to make it happen, dude. I'm telling you, my best work is to spite people.
That is awesome.
Shout out to Brad Grotman.
All right. Yeah, man. I feel like that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
You know?
man. Yeah. You gotta
There
love
was,
your haters.
Dude, absolutely, man. There was this when I used to do graphic design work. We had a prop master come in, and he wanted us to do hand-drawn caricatures of certain actors for like business cards. And he came in with this unique style that was just like I forget the artist's name. I'm drawing a blank on it, but he's an artist from the 50s and 60s who basically used very little lines to express a tremendous amount of detail, and he was very famous as a character artist. And anyway, I was researching his work, and one of the documentaries was like, he's the only one who can do this style. He's the only one who really has that finesse and stuff. And I was like, all right, hold my beer. Let's try this.
Nice.
It was hard, man. And I remember like going into work the next day and really just like showing my boss. I was like, hey, well, this is what I can do. He's like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'm like, all I needed to hear was no one else can do it.
You gotta undo his legacy.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
It's like all you had was this, and I just took it away from you.
That's right. That's right. You needed this. I ain't even need it.
You
You know
just-
what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to take it because you liked it so much.
Yeah, like you didn't even want it.
I didn't even want this thing. Till your kids stop
You
crying.
gotta- we got a question from the group. Question for the group. What are the many ways you use Project All?
Oh man.
Usually after I Z-remesh, I'll go in and project back the details with it.
I do a lot of repetitive work, and a lot of shapes are very similar in my day-to-day job. So a lot of times I will take similar models that I need to like project paint over or a certain type of texture. So I've created base meshes that are very similar to the things I need. And when I come across like a hand or a torso or a piece of fabric that I'm like, I've done this 100 times, it's just a different color with some different detail, I'll actually load in the base mesh, and then I will project that onto whatever surface I need. Or if it has UVs, then I'll just take that the UV model, I'll pull it in, and I'll project whatever I've done on the other model onto it, so I don't have to cut it anymore. But it only works with similar shapes. So, I mean, it doesn't work for everything.
Nice. I was using it earlier trying to. I made a mistake on that Wolverine that I had open earlier, and like I sliced off all the appendages and then put it in like a really hardcore pose. And when I went to, I booleaned it all together with some spheres in the joints, and then when I went to clean up those areas that had big old gaps in them, I fixed it, but on the wrong version of it. So I was trying to get that onto the one that I had projected back, the high res, and man, oh man, it was not lining up at all. So I was like, well, I just sculpted again.
Yeah, sometimes
one version of Project that you put me on was Project History.
Yeah.
Now that one, like, I took me a while. I was like, until I needed it. But Project, if you there's Project All and then there's Project History. So Project History is cool. Is that you can go in your timeline, scroll to a position, or even you can apply it from one object to another object. And if you hit Control and click on your undo history, and then go forward and press Project History, you'll project whatever that item that you marked in your timeline. And that works across multiple subtools. So that was really cool.
That's such a great one. I remember when Project History was not working very well the first couple times they introduced it, but I have to say that's one of the things that is really improving, because I'll like Z-remesh and then subdivide a few times and project all. Before it used to like collapse, but I feel like it works a lot better now.
Yeah, it's kind of rock solid now. I use it all the time.
You'll store
Especially when I'm
more
doing,
target
like,
just in case.
When I'm doing like cutting and keying for Sideshow or something, like that's the bomb, dude. That projectile, because I can slice off stuff and then after I retopologize, just project those details back on those little small pieces.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, guys. You're welcome.
Heck yeah, man.
Thank you for the questions. Saying if you don't ask nothing, you won't learn nothing.
Oh, Bradley, I didn't install the. I have the extracting you were talking about on my laptop. I didn't put it on this one yet. It would have come in real handy right about now.
There we go. Everyone in the chat already knows this, but I have witnessed Mike sculpt 3 famous Marvel characters in 1 week from scratch.
Today's been crazy. I mean, this week has been crazy, man. Like, you guys know I don't work like that.
Ian, from scratch. 3 full-blown Marvel characters, 1 week from scratch.
That's insane, dude. That's
Ian,
yeah.
principal status. Like, you can print them.
Do you
That's
sleep?
nuts, right?
No, they're not
That's
done.
nuts.
They're not done.
They're pretty. They're pretty. They're pretty. They're
All right,
pretty
send them to
done.
me. I'll
Right?
print them right now.
They're pretty done.
They're kind of done. They're just done enough.
3 of them. 3 of them in 1 week. He started on Sunday. He started last Sunday, and in the week he did 3.
That's insane, man.
It's stupid.
I don't have words, man.
I was like, man, don't wake up, man.
Well, hey, listen, those deadlines are a bitch, man. It's either get it done or, see if McDonald's is hiring. I got to get it done, son.
Yep.
Now, if he would have told me he did, I wouldn't have believed him. But I saw it. It's stupid.
Yeah, got to make that money.
Yeah.
I tried to send him a virus to his email to open, but he wouldn't open it. So his whole shit could crash.
He did. You know what? Listen, he keeps saying he's an African king or prince rather, trying to send me some money. I ain't falling for that twice.
Nope.
That's all I'm
No,
saying.
no. Twice.
Fool me 2 times, shame on me.
So my thing, Ian. So if I see something like really cool, on social media, like I will like it, and then I will unfollow that person until the following week.
Yeah.
That's a random thing.
I'll give you my love, and then I'll unfollow you, but I'll be back. So I've unfollowed in like 10 times this week.
He always comes back. He ain't going.
Like,
As long as he comes back.
He ain't going.
I hate when he's like, damn, he knows me.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
It's like, he'll be back. They always come.
I know where you're gonna be on Friday. Can't hide from me. What happened to our music? Did it go out?
Maybe we ran it because.
Or maybe it got quiet?
Just got quiet.
It's not. I think we went through the whole playlist.
So that project history is what I just used for these pants, and it's fantastic. So like I can Z-remesh
Let me
this.
put you.
Yeah, so I can Z-remesh this a bunch of times. So like if I step back to what it was, I kind of made an extract, and then I held down my Alt and clicked on the timeline to store the details, which there's not a lot of details to lose. But then I Z-remeshed it until I got something super clean. And so now what I can do is project the history back. That gives me all my details. And if I divide and keep hitting project history, it'll give me all of the details that I had before. So for this, not so impressive, but when you are looking at, something that is a little more detailed, then that's when, that head is looking crazy. That's when it all starts to, this is a better example. But yeah, so that's what I did to get the clean UVs for his muscles and stuff like that, is that technique. That's it.
And Ian, the Wolverine is the fourth one, by the way.
It's not. So listen, he'll give me this on the show. He was like, "Yo, that bishop has been done for 4 years. So don't even come around here with that bishop. Don't even come around here with that bishop trying to take credit for it."
It's been done for 4 years.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I've been milking it for the past 4 years.
Hey, that works, man. I mean, now you finished it, so now you can call it. I finished it this week.
It's not really done. You know, spoiler alert, it will never be done, Ian.
No.
It's never going to be done.
All right. I think I got the head shape that I'm looking for. There we go.
Interesting.
Soften that. Yeah. All right.
Son's waiting for me to take him to Taco Bell.
Do what now?
My son's waiting for me to take him to Taco Bell. To be young and be able to eat stuff like that.
You said that earlier. That's crazy to me, the whole Taco Bell thing, dude. I don't get that.
My son likes it.
I guess ever since I've had Chipotle, I can't mess with Taco Bell anymore.
Giving a 13-year-old a Chipotle, he won't appreciate it. He thinks it all tastes the same.
That's crazy talk.
Like, I'll save my money then. That's why you can't have nice things.
This is true.
And like, I don't know if they have it like Tijuana Flats and Taco Bell is all the same.
I'm not familiar with the first one you said. Is that a Florida
Tijuana
thing?
Flats. You haven't heard of it, maybe? It's like a taco place. There's a chain of it. Workaholic guys, get ready to work some more this weekend because the stream's almost a wrap.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, that was fast.
He makes it fun. You know, time just flies when he's here.
That's it, man.
This is true.
Well, I love being here, so thanks for having me, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Nice. Thanks, man.
Are you streaming this on Sunday?
I am. Yep.
Bug you.
Come on in. Say hi. Ask questions.
Well,
Just enjoy yourself.
ask for proper anime brush, not that crap you did last week.
You better wait till it comes next. Yeah, what's been really cool about the this particular set of ZBrush streams is I've been really focused on trying to just showcase my whole workflow throughout the piece for making toys, because I feel like you know there's a lot of workflows for a lot of different people, and at the end of the day, whatever works for you is the best. But you know, I think when somebody actually sees the process all the way through, start to finish, it clarifies how much time it takes to get something done. You showcase some of the struggles, which I think not too many people talk about unless really asked. So I willingly showcase that. Just kind of like almost like a day in the life for the 3 hours, but it's like expanded over the course of however long it takes me to finish. So it's been fun kind of showcasing it that way. Where usually I'll like do a piece, and then once the stream ends, I'll work on it until I'm happy with it, and I'll come back and say, oh, here's everything I did.
Nice.
So a little bit of a different approach.
All right, guys, that's a wrap.
Cool.
So thank you, everyone, for stopping in and watching us go through the journey of our characters. We may do stuff while we're away, but it sounds like we're all working this weekend throughout. So we look forward to getting these done. I'm hoping I can get my stuff into Marvelous Designer this week. We'll see. But thank you. Have a good one.
Cool.
Bye,
See you guys.
guys. See you guys. Have a good one.